You know what is a mentally strong? Each part by part, let's start the video.
There's a story about Thomas Alva Edison. In 1914, Edison's factory completely burned down. The fire was so severe that nothing was left. He faced a massive loss of $23 million, and a prototype he had been developing for years was also destroyed. When he learned about the situation, Edison's response exemplified mental toughness. What did he say? He said, "Thank God all my mistakes have been burned. Now I can start afresh." Mental toughness is a quality where a person knows how to manage themselves in the worst of times and can maintain a positive outlook. Isn't that perfect? Just like a balanced diet and regular exercise make you physically strong, there are habits that can make even a mentally weak person mentally strong. And in this video, we are going to talk about some of the habits of mentally strong people. So let's begin. There is a bird that can live up to 70 years, but to reach this age, it has to make a very tough decision. After living for 40 years, the eagle's claws become so weak and inflexible that it can't catch prey easily anymore. Its sharp and long beak grows too long and bends, and its feathers become thick, making it difficult to fly. At 40 years old, an eagle has only two options: either die, or go through a painful process of transformation. This process takes 150 days, and the eagle must fly to the top of a mountain, and knock its beak against a rock until it falls off. After its beak falls off, it waits for a new beak to grow. Once the new beak grows, it uses it to pluck out its old talons. After the new talons grow back, the eagle then plucks out its old feathers so new feathers can grow. Finally, after this extremely painful 150-day process, the eagle takes a new flight, ready to live the remaining 30 years of its life. To survive and thrive, one must accept painful change. Remember, when it rains, all birds seek shelter, but the eagle avoids the rain by flying above the clouds. Similarly, a mentally strong person embraces and accepts every difficult change, going through the process to become stronger without fearing it. Think about the last time you had to do something that completely disrupted your schedule and made you regret it later because you couldn't complete your important tasks. If this happens to you often, then sorry, you are not mentally strong. A mentally strong person knows their boundaries, meaning their line of control. They know which tasks to say yes to and which to say no to, which conversations to be a part of, and which not to, what to eat and what not to eat. A mentally strong person is very selective. People who understand goals know very well that sacrifice builds strength. Strength builds willpower, and willpower builds purpose. A perfect example of this is Virat Kohli. In 2017, I read an article that said Kohli was a huge foodie and loved dishes like mutton rolls, butter chicken, and chole bhature. But today, his diet is such that he doesn't even add sugar to his coffee. Discipline and sacrifice are major elements of his life. Friends, no purpose can be fulfilled without sacrifice, whether it's giving up addictions, junk food, or social life. Mentally strong people never hesitate to make sacrifices. If you think Elon Musk is someone who always plans for success, you might be wrong. In an interview regarding SpaceX, he said, "You want to be able to make failure survivable if you have enough capital to survive at least 3 consecutive failures." If you understand this carefully, it clearly explains that being mentally strong doesn't just mean preparing for success. It also means being open and ready for failures. Once in the office, I saw a guy who was physically very attractive and had a different glow on his face. I thought he might be a newcomer who recently graduated from college and started his corporate journey. As usual, my day started, and according to the schedule, I had to attend a meeting the next day. That guy was already sitting in the meeting room. I was a bit confused, but then my manager told us that we had invited a guest who would give us the latest process advice, and that guest was the director of Business Accurate. And who was that attractive guy? The same young-looking guy. Later, when I talked to him, he told me that he handles a very hectic business unit and has a busy schedule, but he doesn't start his day until he works on his physical and mental health first. His day starts with the practice of self-love. Practicing self-love greatly improves your self-esteem and overall mental health. Therefore, to become mentally strong, this is also a very important habit. So friends, these were some qualities that are often seen in mentally strong people. If you also want to become mentally strong, you need to develop a similar mindset.